Hello everyone, this is the Nameless one, and today we are going to be continuing the Peacemakers of Equestria campaign. Today I have with me Fair, Ballistic, Solar, Link, Cap, and Toot will be joining us later. Before we get started, for those of you that are interested, when I am using the voice changer and all of the music, background noises, battle noises, things like that, I am using a program called VoiceMod. If you are interested in that, then feel free to check out the link in the description with a promo code to get you a percentage off of the, I think it's 5% off the premium membership. Other than that, let's just jump straight into the recap. Who wants to do the recap?
I don't fully remember what happened last week or last 2
I didn't have to use the crickets.
So yeah, the last session was we started off in Toriel's house, correct? That was.
I think that's the assumption of what it was.
So yeah, we started off in Toriel's house, and we ventured around. We found Quillian, new mimic, and added that to his bag, and then it formed into a mimic chest, I believe. And the grenade, both of the mimics that should be in the bag aren't there anymore. Anyways, so we did that, and then we continued to search around the house. We found a key that allowed us to enter into the stairway down into the basement of the house. We went down there. We fought a creature that ended up, I believe Mare was the one that dropped from the creature that time. But yeah, we fought a grotesque goat-looking enemy, and we tucked Mare into bed in the house and continued forward. And then we came across, or we went out into this underground snowy forest-looking thing. Still confused on how that's working out, but we carried on, and we came across some puzzles like a invisible electricity maze and stuff like that. And we're currently in a town, searching the shops and inns that look to be around here, and just the various buildings, while we're nervously waiting to, or nervously anticipating whatever the skeleton-looking enemy is at the end of the town.
That is pretty accurate, yes. There's nothing I can think of that you guys missed on that one, so we're gonna welcome Toot. You are just in time. We just finished the recap. We're going to launch into the description.
All right.
Also, welcome Cameo. I knew somebody else was missing. I cannot keep track of how many people ever. I need to make a list that I just read off, make sure everybody's here.
I really do.
Roll call.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to make a new a new roll call thing.
We in roll 20?
No, the roll call thing where he's got all the different.
Yes, we are in roll 20.
All right, let me log in because it's been a while.
So,
sorry, I missed the last one.
Actually, the last one got called because Halloween.
No, the one before that, I was on the road, so I couldn't make it.
Oh yeah, you did miss that one. The battle with Toriel.
Yeah.
That's how much I pay attention.
He couldn't go through the tutorial with us.
So,
key information missing.
I love the context where Cap just said Philadelphia in the chat, and I just had to guess why. I'll never know.
Even I'm not fully aware.
So, you guys when you got into the town, instead of immediately confronting the skeletal entity at the far end, you decided to take the time to rest. And, there was an inn right there, so the assumption is you guys used it. And during that, somebody has a dream.
Ooh.
Yes. You open your eyes to an expansive, scorched wasteland. You know this place, but you don't know how. A deep, distant thumping draws you deeper into the hellscape as you react on instinct long suppressed. As you travel, dozens of Nirik join you. You do not recognize any members of your village. As you crest a hill, you are met with a veritable sea of burning Nirik, the thunder of countless hooves, boom of unseen drums, and the bellowing horns of war drown out all thoughts of the outside. You look out over the host to its center. There, two things catch your eye. The first, a burning alicorn that your mind struggles to recognize in the fog of sounds. He thrashes wildly against chains holding him to the spot, his pupilless eyes wide with fury and madness. Second was a Nirik that stood nearly as tall as the alicorn. As you locked eyes with him, you recognized the Nirik as your king. The king began to chant in a harsh and guttural language. However, despite never hearing this language, you join your brethren in the war chant as if it was your only language. An unbridled rage, purer and hotter than any you have ever felt before, floods through you. The time for war is nigh. With that, there is a blood-curdling scream as Fallfire wakes up. On fire. Very, very on fire.
So, you guys definitely hear the scream. The dream was read aloud more for context. But, yes.
Did you guys hear that?
I mean, I heard some awesome music. I don't know.
God, that was loud. Oh,
I think we should go check it out.
Yeah, I moved to the source of the sound. Was that fall?
You just hear like a heavy panting.
What happened?
you okay?
Just to set the scene for the room, as you guys walk in, it kind of looks like something went in and cast at least 3 fireballs consecutively in it.
Ah.
Yeah, that's fall, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Have
cut
like a power
this
burst or
one.
something? What happened in here?
Is it fair to say it was fire?
I just had a dream.
Sure, it wasn't a nightmare.
No, it was not a nightmare. I haven't felt such exhilaration in ever.
Do all your dreams end up with you screaming?
Setting the room on fire?
No, not all of them. But it
What
does
was
happen
the dream
occasionally.
about?
Kind of foggy. All I can remember is seeing what I think it was Shadowfire. I'm not sure. I was just so angry and so into the moment.
You saw shadow. Could it have been a vision?
Maybe there were thousands of Nirik.
Nirik,
And
huh?
what I think was my king.
Wait, you have a king?
I guess.
I'm
All
sorry, I
know
know
about
nothing
is the
about-
village.
Here in culture.
The Kirin don't know much about their own culture, so
Huh. Well, it almost sounds like some sort of vision or something. Maybe. Were there any identifying? Do you know where it was? Was it in the Kirin village?
No, it was just Nirik everywhere.
Well, I don't want to get too excited over this, but I wonder if maybe that's a sign of where Shadowfire is.
I don't know.
So he kidnapped all the Nirik and Kirin?
No.
I don't think that's the case.
Well, regardless, are you doing okay? You holding on?
Oh, I'm doing great. I feel great.
Okay.
Hey, glad to hear it, buddy.
Although the state of the room doesn't look so great. Yeah,
Yeah, we should probably take care of this.
Yeah, I'm not paying for repairs.
I don't know
Well-
if there's anybody that we would pay repairs to in this place.
That's assuming that we'd be paying anyone.
Yeah, I don't think we have to pay for repairs here.
Really?
Still,
Unless we just so happen to tear up Maud's house.
I wouldn't bank on this fire going out by itself.
Alright.
That is true. Fair didn't make it. So.
I can, if we need water to put it out, I have my alchemy jug. We can douse it out with some water.
Well, if this is a place that is safe, then perhaps we would be able to come back here. And I don't feel like we should come back to a burnt down inn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. we're all just like deciding, should we put out this fire?
Let's just put out the fire. Yeah.
I mean, I like the fire, but
I don't
Okay,
have anything to put it out with.
I pull out my alchemy jug and start splashing water onto the flames.
Okay.
I also calm myself and lower the flames of my body.
That helps.
Yes. Good call.
Okay,
Up
when
the
you
spread
said that, I'm
before
gonna
it
be honest.
happened.
I just imagine you turning into a Karen and then just rolling on it, just like carelessly, just to put out the flames.
Barry, did you see what I sent you?
I just saw that, yeah. Alright. Noted.
Were we able to successfully put out the fire?
Yes.
Alright, cool.
By the way, was this a well-ventilated area, or is it more like there was clouds of smoke?
It wasn't enough time to build up really anything dangerous.
I see.
You guys reacted fairly quickly to his explosions.
The scream got our attention pretty good.
That's for certain.
Sorry for waking you guys.
Okay, it's all good.
It's alright.
What time is it?
I don't think we'll exactly be able to know that for some time, unless someone's got a watch on them or something.
I think you got decent sleep anyway. It should be fine.
Should be a little bit.
You got the equivalent of a long rest.
Alright, cool.
All
So,
this excitement's got me hungry. I'm gonna eat a little bit.
Got you up?
For sure, yeah.
so you have a couple more buildings. One that looks like it was at one point some sort of storefront of some sort. One that is a square-looking building, and one that is a house of some sort.
Inside the store.
Yeah.
See what they got.
So, inside the store, you see what appears to have been an attempt to make a flame elemental out of the same dust that you guys have been finding for the incomplete creatures and when the ones you defeat fall apart. For the most part, it appears that the creature was also one that failed to fully activate and is currently just still somehow burning despite not seeming to consume any fuel.
I touched
So-
the fire.
It feels like regular fire.
That's
So-
interesting.
What we have in front of us right now is just a flame elemental that's sort of just standing there.
It's an attempt at a flame elemental. It
What do
is
you mean
not
flame
actually.
elemental? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Is
Someone
it
attempted to, but they
Is it a creature of some sort?
Yes, an elemental is like a being made of the element in its name.
Oh, okay. That makes sense, yeah.
So it's more just like a little plume of fire with some resemblance of
It is a
Some-
vaguely humanoid-shaped flaming object.
Oh, that's cute.
I see.
They're trying their best.
I want to keep it.
It is not actually animate. It is an inanimate object that is
Yeah.
on fire.
I decided to cast Dispel Magic on it.
The flames go out.
Oh, you killed him.
Aw,
Solar. I mean, gilded.
Is there still a fig?
alive?
Is there
Wait.
still?
Solar was the right one.
I'm getting things double twisted now. Okay, sorry, I got it.
Okay. Is there still like a figure there, made of the dust possibly, or is it just dissipated?
It is still somewhat holding its shape, but it's only vaguely humanoid shape.
It's and the material is the dust.
Yes.
Okay.
For the most part, if you were to take a closer look, it would just look like somebody had compacted it to hold its shape.
I see.
Which is why whenever you guys touch any of the inanimate ones, it just kind of falls apart.
makes sense.
Is there anything else in the room?
For the most part, it looks like the room is set up to be some sort of bar or diner. There's not really much in here. There is some food behind the counter, but it is like the fruit from the house before, not exactly edible.
Interesting. So it looks like somebody came in afterwards, or after whatever happened to this town, and attempted to create something.
It's
I
a
motioned
crude
to the figure in the
recreation.
middle of the room.
It's like a crude recreation of something.
Interesting.
Hasn't that been literally everything we've come across since we walked into this place?
Yeah, I wonder if I wonder if they're still in the area. There's still a couple of buildings we haven't been into. I wonder if we can find more evidence of somebody being here.
Yeah, let's look around. Maybe someplace with real food.
Okay, you
Okay.
going into the next building?
Yep.
Might do like a quick investigation just to check out the rest of the shop before I leave.
Okay, go ahead and roll investigation. Okay, so you don't really find anything of note other than a oddly pristine mug. It is still half full of some sort of liquid that appears to be a tea of some sort.
Ooh. Can I identify what kind of tea it is?
Do I know what kind of tea it is?
Toot, you do actually recognize the smell. It appears to
Oh.
be CT.
Yeah, Gaster's definitely been
Master.
here. He would give me this tea when we sat together at the tavern.
Mm.
Can I attempt to drink it?
You can.
All right,
It gives
I take
this.
this.
It gives the same familiar flavor of the CT that he gave you, though more cold and because it's been sitting here for unknown amount of time.
It's not too fresh, but I did miss that taste.
Oh, I wanted to try some. It always sounds interesting to me. Maybe.
Don't let me
someday.
stand in your way.
I'll just drink some too for the fun of it.
So when you go to try it, it actually tastes kind of like briny, like you're drinking some sort of brine. It does not give the same flavor context that it does for Toot.
This is really salty.
I
like it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say salty, but it does have a really good flavor to it.
Agreed.
So want to check out the other buildings?
Anyway. Yeah, we should go check out the rest of the village.
There's a squat one in the center, and then I forget which one was on the right. Let's just go to the middle building next.
Okay, so the squat building is the middle building, and inside is a library.
Ooh. Any interesting? Can I investigate?
Go ahead and roll investigation.
I was also going to ask to investigate.
So, when it comes to investigation for something, just declare that you are rolling for investigation and then roll. You can always investigate things.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to investigate some of the books, see if there's anything that I'm interested in, picking up and reading.
So, okay. So for Toot and Link, we'll start with you two. Looking over the books that are arrayed in front of you, a good majority of them are just like texts in like nonsensical like strings of numbers, letters, symbols. Even your comprehend languages will not be able to tell you, as half of the books also seem to be written in ways that are not exactly how books should be written, as in like you have to turn the book sideways. You have to turn the book sideways to read it in some cases. In other cases, it's only printed on one half of the page. When you flip the page, there is nothing on it. As if somebody had shifted the entirety of the book's printing to one side. And things like that. There are several books where they only seem to have half the pages. Period. There's also a book that has two bindings. You find a book that somehow the binding is the outside portion when you open it, and the pages are like being held in by the portion that you should be turning. There is also one book that has been completely sealed all the way around with glue.
So this is the worst library I've ever been to.
For
I think Sparkle would hate it here.
For Yari,
Free spirit.
you find one of the few books in here that has anything legible written through it. It appears to be handwritten, and for the most part, what you can still read through of it, of the scratchy, frantic-looking handwriting, basically something along the lines of rewriting over and over, "I hate you," or "I will kill you," or things like that. Very, very not pleasant messages to find. For Spear, you actually find one of the few books that are intact and seemingly untouched by the same warping and poor handwriting that is kind of prevalent across the entirety of the library, and it calmly tells you about the history of a place known as the Underground, where monsters were sealed in by humans for hundreds of years. But rather than stopping where most people out of game would know it, it continues on recounting the story of a singular human that appeared and began to dive into the ability to essentially reverse time, and used that to continually rewind the world of these monsters, and eventually attracting an entity that in the book the name is scratched out, but it continues explaining that the entity began to corrupt the child, and eventually it became a never-ending cycle of murder and genocide, until the book very abruptly switches the view, and you are looking through the eyes of what the book only mentions as the Forgotten One, as he watches from afar, building power and strength across the unknown amount of times that the reset was caused, until he was able to intercept the entity controlling the child. It then details how he left that place and eventually caused the destruction of an entire world. As it goes further through the story, it gets vaguer and vaguer until it mentions something about coming to a place full of ponies, but they're basically just humans, and it starts devolving into a rant on how they are no different than the humans that locked the monsters away so many hundreds of years ago. And then abruptly just ends. Not even like at the end of a sentence, but mid-sentence just stops. There are several more blank pages.
Well, this book is useless, and I sort of toss the I hate you, I blah 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 book to the side. Did anybody else find anything?
All these books are useless. There isn't a single piece of meaningful anything. Can you even call these books? I hold up the glue one.
Yeah, these writers are very freeform.
I mean, a book is a book, and all books are useful in my opinion. I mean...
Quillian, the book in front of you currently has a word per corner of page.
So like I said, a book is a book.
So these are like very avant-garde art projects, I guess.
I mean, they burn well.
Whoever runs this library is probably very pretentious.
I would say that there's still information in the books. It's just it would take more time for us to read them than it is worth the information.
Oh, so I'll just say now, whoever burns a book gets a shank.
For
track record.
I just think it's gibberish, honestly.
For fair, your search gives you a book that basically unfolds like a slinky.
Does it say anything?
Nope, there's not a single word on it.
I burn it.
If nothing else,
mine next.
If nothing else, this place is
Solar, yours unfolds like a fan.
I just carry it with me and start fanning myself with it.
Each page has a singular word, but it is not only written upside down, it is also written backwards, and the first and last letters are swapped.
Did anyone find anything actually meaningful in here?
Yeah, that Quillian doesn't like people.
What do you think my name means?
His full name is Quillian Inksplat, so... Also, Fair burned a book, Quillian.
What?
Accidentally on purpose.
Alright, can I please roll?
And then I may have passed him a book to burn.
You've realized the pony who literally is like 95% of the time on fire
Can I
was looking at a
pull
book.
Sawtooth aside for a moment?
Toot, are you willing to be pulled to the side by Spear?
Sure. What's up?
I'm gonna be honest. I am hungry as all hell. And frankly, this is the second weird book I found. The first one seems to be a spell book.
Wait,
Go ahead, Toot.
can I look at the book?
Which book are you handing to?
Which one?
The second one.
Yeah, it talks about the history of this place called the Underground. There are these things called humans. Apparently they're the equivalent of ponies. But it's weird. Check it. I'm pretty sure this ties to that ghastly fellow.
I'm pretty sure Princess Twilight has some experience with these humans. They're from another realm, I'm pretty sure. But what the heck happens over here? I look at the second half of the book where it changes perspective. This part seems more like a journal or something.
I think it was added in after the fact. Like,
This is
when...
Gaster's
I
journal.
don't know. I don't think it was supposed to be a journal. I think it was supposed to be a recounting of history, but because of Gaster's limited perspective, Gaster switched it to only his perspective, and it kept going and going, and slowly became mad with itself. It becomes bigger and bigger as it keeps going on.
Either way, I feel like we aren't supposed to see anything in this room. It feels like some creepy, like a nuke town or something we're not really supposed to see with our eyes. This whole place just gives me the creeps.
I can see that.
What'd you
But
say?
honestly, I'm gonna keep the book anyway.
Okay. Yeah, might come in handy, I suppose. But how hungry are you? Like, hungry?
This is the second day I haven't eaten. I tried looking around, but everything turns to dust unless we're in the fight.
I am going to say that for you, Toots, you would not provide the energy they need. You would only provide negative energy because you are undead.
Okay.
And they are not.
And there's no one here you could possibly feed off of besides party members?
When I come in our next battle, I can see whoever the heck is that one, I think. Pony enemy. Are they really ponies? I'm pretty sure they're other creatures. Maybe that's it.
Have you been feeding off of the previous ponies that we've been saving from whatever forms are possessing them?
No, so they keep going up on this matter.
You're kind of hard to understand.
So
I can't understand what you're saying, sorry.
Hello?
I'm just gonna type that down and just send it to you like that.
Alright. Send it to DMs, you said?
She's typing in
Yeah, I'm gonna
Peacemakers.
Peacemakers, okay. That makes sense. But, like I said before, no shenanigans. Like, because our party's already been through a similar situation, and it won't be long before you're caught, basically. And I don't want stuff to hit the fan. So you haven't cut off the ones we've been fighting, and because of that, you haven't eaten for 2 days. I just might feed off of our night fight. Night fight? I'm sorry, I don't understand.
I think she meant next.
Oh, next fight. Okay. Okay, so we can at least hope that there's a good situation ahead of time. I feel bad for the ponies, because, like, what they've already been through on top of becoming your knack. That's kind of crappy. This wouldn't be a problem if you just bit the bullet and evolved. It's a quick bite and you only need it once per day. I mean, I guess it's better than taking from the party, because I would personally offer just enough to get you by, but being a lich, I don't think that would do you any good.
Active harm, actually.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so don't try anything. I really don't like this situation. You know how many problems you would solve if you just reformed? Yeah, but you're not giving up who and what we are. Okay. You're pretty stubborn, I know. I guess that makes sense. Kind of, in a really weird, distorted way that doesn't make sense. Like, what if you accidentally end up... Like, if these ponies are already weak, what if you end up, like, pushing them over the edge and straight up killing them? That's something to at least consider. Your bite is not like Quill's stabby happy self. Yeah, I remember when our past teammate was feeding off of us. It was in somewhat small increments, and it wasn't so bad. Could have been a lot worse. But so maybe instead of preying off of these already vulnerable ponies, you should just come out and tell everyone what's happening and come to some agreement. There will be a little unrest. I know lots of people are uneasy with that idea, but like, this might be the thing that's not a good secret to keep. Having unreformed changelings in the party it's only ever been complicated. And the one other unreformed changeling we had actually reformed, fortunately, when we went to Chrysalis's hive. But so there was no issue there, but it could have been a lot worse. Music makes me think of Angry.
Yeah, it's also getting very repetitive right now, so we're gonna switch songs. See how this one sounds.
Maybe I'll tell them, but right now, okay. See if you can feed on our next fight, but just as a temporary fix. This is not a long-term solution. This is not going to work out.
So are you guys going to exit the library?
It doesn't seem like there's any useful books in here. Let's move on to the next building.
Okay. So as you guys step outside, a new text box shows up.
Oh, fun.
Oh, shoot.
Oh boy, again? Does anybody read this?
I will go ahead and place a version of it for the audience to...
It's all capitalized this time, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I recognize the symbol.
It is
It's a lot easier.
It is thematic with how the game handles it, so...
Right, so Starflight Cross. What if we all picked a word? That might make things go a bit faster.
This one is getting...
Alright, so the first word is you. Starflight Cross. Sun Point.
You are not.
Yeah, you are not. Okay, Fancy Cross Point, Sad Face Thumb.
Welcome.
Welcome here.
Yeah. You are not welcome here.
Yeah, it looks exactly the same. Typed it in the translator, it looks exactly the same.
Oh, heck yeah. That's awesome.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, I already got that impression. We're not exactly thrilled to be here.
I think the text box knows what
I don't...
Well, I mean, we've already invaded so much privacy, we might as well go check out the last one.
Yeah, let's check out the last building. What is it?
So the last building appears to be some sort of home. It isn't in the best of conditions, however.
How
What?
so? I'm willing to investigate. Ha! I did it. I said the thing. Alright,
Okay.
look at me investigate. Look at me go.
Okay. Good job. You. So, I'm gonna start with Fair. Fair, there is a mailbox outside. You stick your head in it and get it stuck.
Seems appropriate.
I scream a little bit.
I attempt to pull his head out of the mailbox.
Promptly burst into flames in anger.
Oh god, never mind. I'm not touching that.
Yeah, leave it alone.
I like how quickly it went from I'm gonna help him. Never mind.
Quillen is tempted to pull out
Uses my
What's it called?
telekinesis
A
to
fire
try to pull
exhaust.
his head out of mailbox.
Roll intelligence.
This sounds smart.
Well,
Okay.
Wow.
You
Really
yeet
good
him
at it.
into the distance.
Look at him go.
He's a shooting star.
Team Rocket's blasting
away.
off again. Can I try and stabilize myself in the air?
Roll acrobatics.
Assuming I feel the ground leave my feet.
Just roll acrobatics.
Do a flip.
Well, that's a good.
Are you okay?
When he
Oh,
said
you did
do
a
a flip, nobody needed to do it literally.
Is everyone still conscious? That one sounded.
You stabilized.
I didn't
Still
mean
have
to
a
sneeze my
mailbox.
headphones off.
Do I still have the mailbox on my head?
Yes.
Yeah, of course I do.
You needed a helmet, right?
Yeah, I needed a helmet. One that I can't see through or,
Get off.
get off.
Quillian,
For,
I use barbarian logic and breathe fire.
It looks good on you.
So, for everybody watching Fall Fire, there's a loud, almost fart can kind of noise as a fire shoots out the bottom of the mailbox.
I'm gonna go over to him and knock
At least I
like,
can see
really
now.
hard on it and say, "Are you okay in there?"
If you
Oh,
value
no.
your life, don't do that again.
wait, can he see through it? And is he still flying?
You can also
Well,
see
now
his
I can-
horn poking through the mailbox, by the way.
This is my life now.
So he's still flying and
Would you,
he can't
would you like
see.
some eye holes?
Yes.
Quillian flies up and then nudges him to destabilize his flight.
Does anyone have any WD-40 or something?
Go
Where
ahead.
exactly do you nudge me?
Well, I mean, I there are multiple different ways. For one example, I could take a knife and just stab the wing, and two, I could just bump you really hard, and
You realize he is actively on fire, right?
Exactly.
I have a fire extinguisher.
It's magical fire.
I don't think the fire extinguisher works on him.
Nope.
Okay.
Where did you get the fire extinguisher?
Fire extinguisher.
That random.
It's-
you can pull out of nowhere.
It's
Random.
Quillian.
Yeah.
I stopped questioning where he pulls things out of.
And who cares about a few singed hairs? I
Phrasing.
want to push him anyways.
Quillian is Quillian.
Roll strength, Quillian. Fair roll acrobatics. Fair, you've got a tall order to beat there.
Wow.
Here we are, the most acrobatic.
So, Fair, you are currently destabilized. You also don't know which direction is up at the moment.
The fate of Equestria is on our shoulders.
jeez.
We're just like clowning around.
Knocking him around in a mailbox.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna.
Well, I
take a
guess
hit
I'm
now and then.
plummeting towards the ground at the moment. My wings have somehow got caught in each other,
Okay,
flapping around like a chicken.
so take 15 points of
Like-
fall damage, and
Oh,
right now the mailbox is glowing from the heat.
How long before it melts?
Not too much longer. Mailboxes aren't made of that sturdy of a material.
Oh, most of them are just made of aluminum.
Aluminium.
Uses my telekinesis to try to pull the slowly melting mailbox off his face.
So go ahead and
just
roll
got
intelligence
clear.
again. Okay, so you are able to extract it from around his horn and pull the now mushy mailbox off.
With a snort of flames, Fallfire says we never speak of this again.
I'm gonna speak of it. I think we're all gonna speak of it again.
Great conversation.
Fiery glare in your direction.
Smiles.
I feel like you should say nervously smiles.
No, just regular smiles.
It's Quillian.
It-
I don't think he can ever be nervous.
True.
I look up from my compass. Say what happened.
Nothing happened.
Got trapped in a mailbox.
Let's just call it the mailbox incident from now on.
Yeah, Paul got a bit too curious what was in the mailbox and got stuck. It was funny.
So,
Good times.
I underestimated
Alrighty.
the size of the mailbox.
You
That'll
sure
be
did, buddy.
overestimating the
Hey,
size.
happens to the best of us.
so we'll
All right, let's
Start
go check
with-
out this place.
Solar. Solar, you need to change your name on here because I keep wanting to say Paige.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
For
Oh,
Solar,
that's probably what I'm used to.
you
And Staghorn.
for the most part, you don't really see much around the outside of the house because you guys haven't actually gone inside yet. Toot.
Yeah.
You do looking around. You do see that the snow in the area seems to have been disturbed fairly recently, and for Spear, there appears to be a shack behind the house.
Thing. Are there tracks?
They don't appear to be any tracks, but it was recently disturbed by the appearance of it. Like if you've ever seen snow that's been recently kicked up, it kind of looks cracked and like moved around rather than like smooth.
Someone's been here. Probably the same person who left the tea on the table.
So you guys have been informed of the shack behind the building.
Do we want to check out the shack first or the actual building?
Let's check out the actual building first.
Yeah, that sounds smart.
You
I
guys
go
have-
into this building.
I'm staying outside.
Fair enough. I mean, yeah.
So, for those of you going inside, the building appears to have the remains of some sort of technological object. It is mostly destroyed. There are several drawers, a desk. For the most part, it seems weirdly pristine for what you saw outside. Because outside it looks like a ramshackle, just like run down shack. Something you'd see in somebody's backyard. But inside, it's almost like pristine, like laboratory kind of feel to it. Just more blue than white. What do?
I roll for investigation. Which I'm about to do once I find the thing to click on.
Okay.
There.
Does my passive perception pick anything up? It's a 20.
Passive perception doesn't notice anything other than what I.
That was me.
Ah, yes. Apparently, all of my programs decided to throw a temper tantrum at the same time.
Ah,
I believe it. That's just how it be sometime.
OBS was just like, no, we're not connected, but we're connected now.
OBS, but the O is silent.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
Accurate.
Back to what I was about to say. Inside, there is a couple of pictures there. Now it looks like somebody had decided to clean a watercolor painting with a wet cloth, so it's just a smear of colors. On the back side of one of them, though, it says "Never forget." There's also a note. It's a sticky note, and all that's scribbled on it is cheese ? And question mark is written out, not the punctuation.
Cheese question mark. That's really funny. Okay, so this looks like some sort of weird shopping list of some sort. Unless it's code for something super secret. I don't know. I don't want to overthink everything here.
No, I'm gonna be looking at the party now to see if I see anything out of the ordinary on them. Or
Looking
with
at what?
them.
Looking at I didn't hear what you said.
I'm doing a perception check, looking over the party.
Nothing seems to be abnormal with the party.
Okay.
Are there any other rooms to explore or any doors?
In the shack? Because you guys are in the little shack in the back.
In the room?
There is nothing else in the room.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in the shack then.
The shack is in the room. Or the shack and the room are the same place.
You're in a room in the shack currently. You are
Oh.
inside the shack.
You guys went around the back to the shack, and that
I
is
thought we went to the main house. That makes a lot more sense. Alright. Do you want to explore the main house then? See what's there.
Yes, you can go do that.
Alright. I'm gonna head out to see what's in the main house.
Okay,
Okay, I'll come with.
is everybody going in there?
I'm already in the
Decidedly
house,
not.
around
Okay,
I'm still sitting outside,
with
so
your mailbox.
melting the snow,
okay, you got a
plotting
couple,
revenge. That's what I'm
couple
doing.
of investigations.
Oh yeah, I'll do that too. Just to see what's in the house.
You know what? I'll investigate the outside.
Go ahead and roll.
I'm gonna investigate the air.
Okay,
Of course.
have fun with that.
It seems
Not 31. 21.
Okay. So, ballistic, the air is made of air.
Good, good.
Just making
This
sure.
air is made of air.
It's very good of you to check. But what's
So-
the floor made?
Well,
I'm
Shoot.
just kidding.
the floor is made of floor.
I did not roll for that. My roll was for the inside of the house, please.
The inside of the house, for the most part, there is a main kind of central room with stairway leading up to two other rooms and one alcove kind of area for a kitchen. The kitchen seems to have been... It looks like somebody grabbed the back wall, twisted the entire thing, and it just kind of like did a spiral. So it's non-navigatable. You guys can't get in there. There is a glass panel laying on the floor across from a couch. There's a random rock sitting on a table, and the doors upstairs. One of them is closed and has caution tape over it. The other is closed and appears to be firelight coming out from under it.
I investigate the rock on the table.
Okay. The rock appears to be a rock.
Interesting. So I go upstairs and open the door with a caution tape.
This room seems to be it appears to be some sort of child's room, but painted in a strange black ichor that is moving along from the top of the walls to the floor. It's laying in pools along the floor. There doesn't seem to be really much of use in here, and what appears to be some sort of strange box is smoking in a corner.
I investigate the box.
The box has glass in the front. The rest of it seems to be made of some sort of plastic. There are cables attaching it to a secondary box. This one has no obvious openings besides the hole that has been stabbed into the side of it with some sort of blunt object.
The place is just cursed. Can we... I'm gonna check out the other room.
Okay. Also, I just noticed that you rolled intimidation, not investigation.
They both start with I. Give me a break.
He intimidated the room.
Did I intimidate the room properly?
No, you're not intimidation.
The other room, the door is locked.
Okay, yeah. Don't we have a rogue in the party that could...
You do have Spear in the room at the moment, so...
Hey, Spear.
I also
Can you
have me who can peek through doors as long as they're less than, like, 3 feet thick.
I'm sorry, 3 feet?
Wait a second, wait, what kind of door is that?
That's a
I mean,
blast
I have
door to a
No
nuclear
walls?
bunker.
I can cast etherealness for like 6 seconds on myself.
Why is Spear looking at me angrily? You said you can pick locks. Can you do it then?
You would need to roll Sleight of Hoof.
Well, I mean, in the past, Quillian has been pretty handy with that kind of stuff. So that was my first instinct. But you know, hey, whoever can do it.
I mean, I do have like a whole part of my cube that involves picking locks.
Oh yeah, your multi-knife.
Even I can pick locks pretty well.
So,
I have advantage.
Here I thought the multi-knife had died.
lock pops open relatively easily.
So
Inside,
OBS has stopped working.
Yeah.
Yep,
Again?
that's what it was. OBS
Beer
stopped working
rolls
for like
like-
5 seconds.
I don't know what its problem is today.
Was Spear able to do
I
it?
don't know either.
Make sure that the stream's still up.
It's still up.
Yep, still up.
So the lock pops open, and in the room you see several things. First off, a mattress. Second, a book sitting on a dresser. And third, sitting on the mattress, staring at a whirlwind of what appears to be socks, is a skeletal creature that looks at you, shrugs, and waves. I will share a picture. Give me one moment.
Hi, friend. Are you speaking? Are you alive, friend?
Give me just a sec. So he says, well, I'm not dead, but I'm also not alive.
Oh my.
Yes.
Is this Sans' dad?
That's... sorry, you just startled me a bit.
I just waved.
You have eyes of some sort, which is not a thing that most skeletons can say.
He shrugs and says, all the better to see you with.
Your teeth are so sharp.
Spear says, I wave back. So how are you?
He looks at himself and says, I've been better.
I just
What's
occurred to
wrong,
me that we sort of broke in here. Is this your room?
He looks around at the room and says, maybe.
Maybe.
So, what's your name?
Yeah. Hi, we're the Peacemakers of Equestria.
So he opens his mouth, and you get what sounds like two words said extremely close together by two separate voices. And none of it was intelligible.
I see.
I'm
And
sorry, do you see that again?
To Spear, he says, I've been here a few days.
Where were you before that?
He speaks again, and you get the same double-toned voice that is, both of them are saying two separate things, but you can't hear either of them because they both are talking simultaneously over each other.
Thank you, Gaster.
This, yeah.
I'm sorry, not Gaster, that one flower.
You think that this has to do with the flower thing we came across?
No, just blaming the stuff I can't understand on the flower.
Okay. Alright.
I
Sure.
blame everything on the flower.
So,
That's what I'm saying.
Kind of flower.
I see one blue eye and one red eye. That's interesting.
Oh, that is a good
Damn it.
point. Spear just asks if you can write down his name.
So he shrugs and says, I don't know, can I?
I don't know. Would you like to try?
May you
He sh-
write your...
He says,
Could you-
meh, I would, but I'm comfortable.
Do you want to give us a tour of the place?
He points at the whirlwind of socks and says, that's the whirlwind of socks. Points at the dresser, says, that's the dresser. Points at the mattress and says, that's the mattress.
Will this be on the test?
Do you have a gift shop?
I investigate the whirlwind of socks.
So
Socks
these
run in a whirlwind.
socks are spinning around in an unseen, unfelt wind, and they smell like somebody has used them before.
Quillian flies into the whirlwind of socks, thinking it'll be
You're
fun.
outside. You never said you
Oh.
came inside. You were
Oh,
out-
I'm sorry.
How
You're
is that?
outside with me.
How is that happening? Is that an enchanted wind?
He shrugs.
And will that be on the test?
He points at the dresser and
OBS.
says, "You'll never." Again?
What test? You confused me.
Isn't everything a test?
He points at the
Yeah.
dresser again, and says, "You'll never believe it, but it holds clothing."
Write that down.
Oh, okay.
This one happens to be empty, though.
Oh, I see.
Why is that?
Socks are in the whirlwind.
The socks are in the whirlwind.
He points at Sky and says, "He gets it."
Okay. I'm starting to understand now.
Hey, I'm liking this skeleton.
Yeah.
Bring him with us.
Answering Spear, he says, "Oh, the book's a book."
What book? There was a book?
Yes, there was a book on the dresser.
Can I investigate it? I mean, I investigate the book.
You didn't need to roll to investigate the book. You know where it is. It's right there. You could just go pick it up and read it.
I pick up the book and I read it.
There you go. So,
I'm learning how to play D&D.
looking through the book, you do see mention Wait, it seems to be random ramblings, an obscene amount of puns, but in the book you do find a. No, you were investigating the air ballistic.
That is true.
You didn't say anything after that. But in the book, like, you do see a mention about something about a door, a mysterious gray door that sometimes appears in Waterfall. You don't get much
Waterfall.
more answer than that.
Is this your book?
He shrugs and says, maybe.
Is it printed or written?
It is handwritten. All lowercase, looks very lazy.
Okay, I'm gonna step out of the room and, off to the side so that I'm not standing in the doorway. And then I'm going to, try to cast Detect Poison and Disease subtly.
There is no poisons or diseases in the area.
Okay.
I steal a look at Spirit says, mind if we take the book?
He shrugs and says, sure, why not? Just bring it back like later.
Thanks. So I look at Spirit, and I sort of dart my eyes over at the skeleton figure, pointing them out as potential Mac. Many people are typing.
Oh yeah, do you get out much, skeleton? Been around town lately?
He shakes his head and says, nope, I just sit here. Haven't had a reason to leave yet.
Oh, okay, I was just curious because there's another skeleton in the town that we've seen recently. I just wondering if you knew anything about him. I was at least.
Trails off into nothing.
Fluttershy-ish.
Yeah.
So wait. Okay, so Spear takes the book and looks at Saw, pushes me aside, says, "Can't do it around so many others."
Okay.
So yeah, I just brought up to the.
Okay, good point. I forgot what it was like. Plus all eyes are on him. I'll get a bit off of someone else later. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I forgot what it's been a long time since I've been that kind of changeling. Alright, so I rejoin with the group. Unless
right now.
Spear has something else to say. Right? Sorry, I keep interrupting.
All good. I just can't tell him. Yeah, I'm just curious because we saw a skeleton in the town earlier too. I'm wondering if you knew anything about him.
So he nods and shakes his head and says what you can kind of catch as both yes and no simultaneously.
So I guess
As if all skeletons know each other? That's rude.
Well, I mean, it's the only other thing in this town, so I was curious.
Fair enough, yeah. I understand as to why, but okay. We'll move on. Okay. Fair enough.
So, what else? Anything else?
Okay. I don't just want to leave this person here. I feel like there's something wrong here. Very off.
I hear him say, as soon as I don't really find anything, I make my way back into the room, and I've just been standing in the background. Well, I mean, there's not a whole lot going on in here, so I'd say that we move on for now, at least.
Actually, I've been thinking about it, and I think this is another pony that's stuck in there somehow. If you think about it, every creature we've come across so far has just been some sort of possession, like some sort of recreation using a pony. Like we had Apple Bloom drop out of that one monster we beat. I feel like there's some poor creature trapped in this thing as well.
What are you implying?
I don't want to. I'm not saying we should like fight this thing or anything. But
He shrugs and says, "It's not my turn,
Anything I'm
anyways."
curious about.
Wait, what?
You guys were having this conversation. And he says, "It's not my turn, anyways."
Ah.
Your turn for what?
He shrugs and says, "You might as well go talk to the other one. I've heard he's a cool dude." And he does finger guns and winks at you.
Okay.
So
Sol-
you do.
Solar, can you cast Dispel Magic or something on this?
I would.
I'm going to do an
advise-
Arcana check to see if
I just want to listen to the man.
I'm just questioning because this. I mean, there's a big difference between this one and the others. He's actually talking to us.
Okay, I'm gonna cast
Yeah.
Dispel Magic to
There's
see if it
advantage
works. I doubt it's going to, but I cast it anyways.
So, having been through many different battles before, you get the same impression as if something with legendary resistance had just said nope.
Yeah, I believe he's too stable for me to do that.
This thing?
He
Able?
chuckles and says, I'm right here, right? Like I said,
Yeah,
it's
I don't know
not
why
my
they're
turn.
talking like that.
Sorry, it's just that we've come across a lot of possessed creatures, I guess?
He waves a hand and says, "I wouldn't call it possession."
Well,
It's
you're
up-
one of the only ones that seems to be conscious, so
That sounds like something a creature that was possessing would say.
anyway, I think we should move on from this. It seems
No
like it's
offense.
becoming a bit of a time sink.
No offense or anything. I guess.
He shrugs and says, "None taken."
well, it's not his turn. We'll interact with him later. Sounds like. So.
I don't like that. Okay. Good day, I guess. Nice meeting you.
He nods and says, "Before you go, don't forget, book's a clue," and just disappears on the spot. Go ahead for the casters, roll Arcana. Half caster included.
Okay, let me do another Arcana check.
Yeah, he just teleported out. He didn't just vanish, he teleported out.
Yeah.
No incantation, no nothing, just poof.
Okay.
Damn.
He was a fun one.
Yeah. What did he say at the end there? The book is
Book's
glue.
a clue.
Something book. Has anybody
book?
picked it up and pocketed it yet?
A book of glue, like the one at the library.
I just go ahead and pick off the book that's in the room.
Spear already has it.
Beer has the book.
What was on
Book's a
top of it?
clue, so
We go ahead and read the book.
Yeah, I read it.
Talking about the Grey Door and Waterfall. Correct. I don't know where Waterfall is, but I'm sure it's important.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. Spear has the book right now. A strange entity with 2 different eye colors. If you can hear me, what's Waterfall? I know what a waterfall is, but like, I'm confused.
He's gone.
No response.
He's like physically gone.
It was worth a shot.
So
well,
what
let's
do now?
try to find a waterfall somewhere.
No, you're gonna have to continue moving forward.
Is there any part of the house we haven't explored yet?
The kitchen, but that seems a bit unexplorable. Alright, so Spear says, maybe not just the waterfall, maybe we can also use the puns in there for the cool guy. What, like, say the puns and it's like a summoning ritual and the skeleton appears?
I can practically hear the facepalm that went with that.
Oh, am I misunderstanding something?
I guess I wasn't a bone in that.
God, here it goes.
Yeah, my bad. I can be oblivious sometimes.
What makes the kitchen unexplorable or whatever?
The building, like the
Big
room,
black wall.
has been twisted around into a spiral that is unreversible.
Okay.
Well,
then, considering we have looked over everything in the town, I'd say that we get going towards the skeleton.
Oh, probably something missed in the recap.
So, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yep, I guess so.
Oh, okay. So Spear says, one way to possibly get him to calm down if we have to fight him. Maybe we don't actually have to fight him. Maybe get him on our side if he's as stable as this one. Okay. Do you mean the thing we just came across, or the other skeleton?
Yeah, the skeleton. I would love to have him in alongside us.
What the heck is this? I just looked in Roll20.
That's your current enemy.
To recap, for those who are not paying attention, there was a town in between us and the skeleton, and now we've made it to the skeleton because we've explored the entire town.
Okay, right. The other skeleton, the one we just talked to, is already calmed. Oh, so we can use puns for this? That's a good idea. So I look for one of the puns in the book.
You're gonna have to come up with your own puns there.
Okay. Man, if we don't calm this guy down,
But,
we sure are
first-
boned.
This is an excellent situation.
First, we need initiatives.
Terrible pun, you numbs.
Everything is humor for me.
Oh! Okay, initiative. Better get angry, Remember off this roll to the turns ended with no god. Oh, okay. What's other skeleton jokes? I don't...
Oh, don't you worry. I have them.
I got lower than you did. Cameo.
I think we have a bone to pick with them.
Are these puns working? Are we calming down the thing?
Well, I mean, I think right now we're just making fun of each other. We haven't started combat.
I think we should put a cap on making puns for ourselves and focus on making puns for the when it's our turn.
Okay.
Who got that one?
We are still waiting for. You need to type your initiative in.
Got it. Sorry.
You guys did not do great in initiative this time around.
What are our initiatives?
I was just saying off mic, I don't understand how we're like this is just becoming a 2 or 3 minute thing.
Let's see. So, Quillian, it is your turn first.
Yay!
OOC me.
I stab.
Of course.
Big surprise.
Roll to hit.
I also get sneak attack since they haven't acted.
Okay. That hits.
What do you mean, why? Also, that would be 52, 82 damage, and then I fly back.
Okay, Sky.
I'm gonna. Okay, that's not what I. I'm moving up, not down. That's around. Say, don't worry, guys. It's all going to be okay. And I'm gonna ready dodge action and just chill.
Okay. And his turn. So, Quillian,
Yes.
go ahead and roll dexterity.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice. At least the other skeleton guy had a decent head on his shoulders.
Take damage.
Oh, that wasn't high enough? Okay.
Wait, hold up. Wow.
That is for Quillian. Quillian is hit by bone shards.
Don't I take half that?
That is your class feature to remember, not mine.
Sorry, I just remembered it.
There you go. Fair.
Well, this is going to be humorous.
Okay. Go ahead. Let me
Close.
check a thing. Okay. Go ahead and roll insight.
Insight, you say?
Yes.
Sure, I'm not rolling with advantage. No.
You have no clue what's going on.
Yeah, Yeah, I have no clue.
Okay. Spears.
Guys, what are we doing?
I'm guessing Spear's gonna try the pun angle. It's worth a shot, I think. Though maybe not now that we've attacked.
And this is why I have music.
I don't know why every time it seems like the music's too loud.
On my end, it seems like it's not like drowning anybody out or anything, because they'll be hearing it from my end.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, sounds fine to me.
I mean, that's for sure, but it just seems loud.
it's probably
OBS moment.
Everyone else
probably something to do with your volume.
OBS, please.
should be more of a background than a foreground sound. But
It is. Like, do you have Nameless turned up really high or something?
no, I don't.
You're depending on the kind of headphones you're using, they may have a setup so that they isolate certain sounds over others.
I doubt it. They're just Turtle Beach.
And probably not. I do know that there are certain types of headphones that you can do that with, though.
Yeah, these are not those.
I mean, as long as you can hear me and it's not being drowned out on the stream, then it's good.
Don't know what it's like on the screen.
Because I normally keep it in the 20s for most of the music. Here, turn it down some.
Spear says, to stop to me. IDK if I should eat or not. But even, and then coughs.
Is that gonna be your turn? You can roll insight or anything? Also, I'm just noticing that she is switching back and forth, typing for the character and typing for herself.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's actually kind of cool. I didn't know it did that.
Investigation to check what Spear can find.
Okay, roll investigation. So it appears to be like something chopped off the below the wrist, chopped off the arm portion, like the hand portion of the creature's thing.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
There are holes in its armor, and of course it's missing a head. You can't really see the spurt because of... Here, I can share the picture again.
I can see it. It's dark blue against black, but I can see it.
Yeah. For those of you that are having issues seeing it, I shared it. For the most part, it's hard to really tell what's going on. Insight will give you more information on that. However, you've rolled your investigation, so either you are going to do something solid non-skill based, or it is the end of your turn.
I might do insight for my turn because I don't remember. I don't know if I should use my full magic quite yet. Spear says, "Damn, I know those things are tough, but you shouldn't lose your head over it." I can help you get it back, though.
Okay. For Solar, what do you do?
It has no effect on the skeleton. The pun didn't help.
Nobody rolled insight to check. You don't even have a baseline yet.
Oh, do I have to get my own baseline, or?
Insight will tell you what you see for the creature right now.
Okay.
So, your insight tells you that despite what little you can tell of it, it is definitely distressed, but it does seem to be calming slightly.
Huh.
I know it's stressful, but I don't have a bone to pick with you.
Okay. It seems to calm slightly.
Hey guys, I think the puns help.
Oh my gosh, Kira's right. Yari. Yar.
I just shout to everybody in the group. Our puns are choppy, but we shouldn't have to raise our hands over it. Just spew them out.
Oh my god. Shoot, now I have to think of a pun.
Is that all you're doing for this turn?
Yes.
Let's see. Bone puns. Help! Help! Someone help!
You're on your own.
Alright, let's see. I got this. I can think of something. The fate of the universe depends on me thinking of a pun.
I know where this is going. I can feel it in my bones.
Now
Such a good one
you
already.
said it, so I can't. Okay.
It's not the most humorous of situations.
So I hope this gentleman in front of us doesn't cook us up and eat us, and then beforehand say "bon appetit."
Sky face palms. Or
That's
hoof
the best I
palms.
can do. That's the best I can
Face
do.
Okay.
Face hoofs.
That's my turn. I'm not doing anything else besides that terrible.
Colleen?
My turn again?
Yep.
Alright, so I quickly say, man, this guy's being a real pain in our necks.
Next.
Okay.
I guess that's a
Is that all you're doing?
I'm gonna try and stab him.
That hits?
That's not gonna calm. Oh my gosh.
Yay!
Why? We figured out how to stop him without using violence.
Well, that wasn't very handy.
Yes, I googled skeleton puns.
And then Quillian flies back.
All lined up.
Give me just a second. I am going to do the thing.
Rapier says, "No, dude, why?"
I put smiley face.
Yeah. And Quillian just grins.
I hope the person I sent the thing to understands what I am saying. It is your turn, Link.
Alrighty.
Get him, Sky. I mean, think of a good pun.
Oh, I've got one. Hey, I've heard you're a pretty cool dude, and look at you, I can tell you're definitely hip. Maybe a little narrow-minded in the past, but you've clearly dealt with that problem.
Oh, marrow-minded.
That was pretty good.
Marrow-minded. Oh my god.
Okay.
There's so many puns in one. Oh my god.
Hip. Okay. Okay.
That was glorious.
Why is hip a compliment? Like, why don't we just say, "Hey, you're looking pretty, leg"? Like, why isn't that a thing?
Okay.
Maybe it is a thing. Let's start it.
Let's see. Quillian, dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
You know what? I'm alright if he attacks him, and he's
Yeah,
the only
honestly-
one that gets attacked.
That's just what you get.
Okay. You pass. Minding
Yay.
roll damage. Okay.
Someone might need to restrain Quillian somehow.
Yeah.
He's the only one being attacked. I think it's because he's hurting him.
Full fire.
What?
It's your turn.
Oh, I had a pun. But
Oh,
I
I
don't
should have
remember
done
it.
insight after my pun. I'm sad I didn't. Got too wrapped up.
Well, I'd give you a hand, but well,
Existential crisis ensues.
You might get sick and come down with a femur.
oh god.
So I'm going to count that as a help action.
Go ahead,
Can we
use it.
Can we just randomly insight or just have to?
The person that is currently the turn it is has to start the pun, but you are allowed to add one line to it as a help action. You can then no longer take a reaction because of it.
Very mindful of the situation.
You can only do so once per round. However, since you only have one reaction, the help action will count as a reaction. Spear. Hello?
You're typing?
It just got absolutely dead silent.
Hold up.
Okay.
I'm surprised you're able to get up and do so much. If I were you, I'd be bone tired all the time.
If you would like to roll insight at any point, you can roll insight.
Oh, can anyone?
No, he was talking to
Yes.
us.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, wait till your turn, I think.
yes.
I'm gonna try to be insightful, but to be fair, we've only had the skeleton of a plan.
So, the creature has seemed to calm significantly. However, during your previous turns, you have noticed stabbing it seems to undo large portions of your work, and bad puns seem to undo smaller portions of your work. The better the pun, the more
Brilliant,
excited
please
it is.
don't stab.
Or the more calmed it is, I should say.
Better
Okay.
puns, less stabs.
I've got us
Okay.
on the pun front, y'all. Stop Quillian.
See, it also doesn't seem to see Quillian coming.
Alright,
So-
that's legit. Just if we have to incapacitate Quillian at this point.
I gave somebody a clue on what to do, but we'll see if he quite understood it. Honestly, it kind of depends on whether or not he's played Deltarune. So,
I sure haven't. I've yet to play those. Ah, Quillian.
So, in response to Solar, saying
Oh,
what
wait.
she said, we've got to use our heads, but puns might be the backbone of our battle strategy from now on.
okay.
Can't we just use the book? Or let's see. Hold up. Is it cheating if I use Google?
Yes.
No.
Yes, and
Yes?
I'm using, other puns to help me make new puns.
That should help. Yeah.
I will make the comment.
What did I just say about using your head?
You're such a numbskull.
I'm gonna make a comment. I am 95% of the time I'm using puns anyways.
True.
I think I have my turn.
Dude, it is your turn.
All right. I say. Do you play any musical instruments? I bet you play the trombone.
Okay.
Never heard that.
Concluding my turn.
I don't know. I think the saxophone would suit him better.
The saxophone? Did you say saxophone?
Okay. Quillian.
Quinn looks very hard at one hand and then the other. One hand has his knife, the other has a pun written on it.
Are you seriously about to flip a coin?
No. Do the right thing. Quillian.
That would be a pretty
party
funny
is depending on
situation.
We're depending on you, Quillian.
Hold on just a second.
Do no harm to our fellow friends.
What was I...
I could combine the two of them.
No.
No. You would have the effect of neither.
Do you want to be a hindrance to our party?
What do you
And
mean?
our-
Does he want to be a hindrance?
You are causing harm to us.
Well, I mean, he's only attacking me.
Oh, is it worth it to you then? I see.
Oh, I mean, he's not really harming you guys, is he?
I mean, we're not harming him.
Yeah. Alright, I'll go with the pun.
I would say it's getting straight to the point.
I have no pun now.
I have it on the screen.
I'm king.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I think I forgot my pun.
We're boned.
Dang nabbit, that was... No!
No, we've already made that one.
Also,
No, anyway, I guess I'll just take a crack at it later.
That does not meet my expectations for you.
That's all for my turn.
It's so
Nameless,
spicy.
you have brought this upon yourself.
What's that?
Making us do puns.
Oh no, I'm enjoying this.
That is rather cruel.
This is
Sky.
pretty great.
Come on, guys, don't give up. We have a femur good skelepuns in our closet. And skeleton, Quillian's out for bones, so watch yourself.
Too much. Too much. Oh,
Go ahead
God.
and roll insight.
Insight, yes. With advantage.
Okay. So it appears to have calmed quite a bit with the caliber of your puns, but it also seems to have understood your warning.
Oh, good.
Okay. It seems to do nothing this turn.
That's a good sign.
Its text box also changed if you didn't already noticed. I do not remember how many it has, so we may end up repeating.
You know,
Yeah.
I bet wherever your head is, it's making a nice sculpture.
Okay.
Oh, I love it.
Sculpture.
Gold.
Go. Oh, okay.
Staghorn. Or spear. Okay. You know, that actually is a fairly good idea for that spear. I did not think about that. Noticing what you said in the chat in the stream.
Oh, I'm not reading that. Hold up.
Oh, yes. Redneck.
Send us your puns, yes. Please help. I have a couple. I have a couple more lined
Hey.
up. They could lock us up and put us in a special
Solar.
kind of
I know you have a funny bone, but I think I have to dispel the notion. I cast a spell.
Okay. So, for a moment, it looks as if it'll take hold, and then it kind of sputters. Again, legendary resistance. Roll insight real quick.
Insight.
It would appear that you're almost there. Yari.
Man, some of y'all's puns are bare bones. Use your brains or I'll boot you.
Okay.
Bare bones. It's a good one.
Toot.
You know, I bet all of you skeletons refer to each other by saying every bony.
Even I think that one was bad.
Sawtooth, that one.
What did I
that one
just
hurt.
say? Be handy with your words.
What if that's
Those
just like
ones aren't that hilarious, but come on,
And,
throw us a bone.
every bony? Come on, that's good.
I like how everybody jumped in to rescue that one. Quillian.
We really needed to improve that.
through some deliberation, I have realized that I am being peer pressured, and peer pressure is not good. So, I have decided I will stab it.
Okay.
Wish there was some connection.
Wait, what? Why? You're undoing our progress.
So you miss.
Aw.
Good.
It slightly sidesteps as you attempt to stab it.
Good. Hey,
Alright,
can
then I
anyone
fly
like,
back.
incapacitate Quillian for us this next round?
Okay. Sky.
Oh, Jesus. Looks like Quillian's bone lust is out of his ribcage again. You'll need to keep watching out.
It's getting worse.
Okay.
Yes, inside.
The skeleton rattles a bit. So, it is now time for Bear.
You know, I bet you're a great dancer. Are you a bona fide singer?
Bonafide, that's good.
I will also roll insight.
Okay.
Swap over real quick.
I missed Sky's insight.
Yeah, I did. But I thought that what you had said was reaction.
You're nearing the point. Sky.
Get in line.
Spear.
Quillian, you're not supposed to be happy about getting your ass kicked.
Quillian.
I'm going to pretend I didn't read that.
Yep.
Oh.
So roll the hit, and you'll just add the damage for the feeding on top of your attack damage. While you're doing all of that, Solar.
Check my insight.
It should be time.
And I will go ahead and dispel.
Okay. So as you do that, I'm going to let those two sort out their quick attacks there.
It was a very entertaining skeleton. Yeah.
So
Bring.
when you cast the spell, the skeleton dissipates and out drops a cheese sandwich.
Oh, that's fitting.
Isn't that a little bit cheesy of a conclusion?
Oh wait, remember the note in the house said
Oh,
cheese ?
Well, the situation was a bit of. No, I'm done. I can't pun anymore.
So I'm
You roll your d20 and add all of the bonuses you get for attacking. But, yes, you have defeated another.
The peaceful way, thank goodness. Despite what Quillian...
Who would want to do any harm to Papyrus?
Apparently Quillian.
Oh, that was just to get revenge because some of us burned books.
What does that have to...
That's a terrible way to get revenge.
Don't burn books,
That makes no sense!
or else I'll make all of your lives harder.
After taking care of Cheese Sandwich, I'd look around the rest of the party. My first reaction is always to take care of the ton that we save.
Spear, go ahead and just roll a d20, and if it's above a 10, then I'll just say you hit, because he has a pathetic AC.
Hey! I mean, it's true, but
Hey, that hurts.
it's at least an 18.
Ballistic, you're being unrational. I fucked that one up real bad.
Yeah, you did.
It was a cheese pun, though.
It was
I'll
probably...
type it
Oh, breeing. Oh, okay.
Oh, really? I can tell which.
Yay!
Well, maybe
Really made Swiss cheese of that encounter.
we can knock Quillian out for bonus points.
Yes. So do damage and roll the damage for feeding as well. So, like your regular weapon damage and your feeding damage. No sneak attack. I'm pretty sure it literally takes like... If I remember correctly, whose was 14 or 15?
Whose what was 14 or 15?
Don't worry about it.
What? Me.
There was like a couple people that had like they had no armor class essentially, but
Definitely not me.
Yeah, not me.
you guys are now clear to continue forward.
Alrighty. I mean, I'm up for carrying on. We're gonna leave him at the inn? Or where do we want to leave him?
Or really bring him back to the inn.
Let's see. Leave it
Probably.
again.
Bring him in.
Okay. Spear has successfully
D4.
fed. It goes up per level. So
A lot of D4.
yes.
Just degrade my statement.
I was just explaining why. So as you guys make your way through the tunnel, it kind of narrows a bit, but you hear the sound of rushing water. And as you continue through, the ceiling of the tunnel, as it opens up into a cave, sparkles with dozens of twinkling, like crystalline fixtures. As
Ooh.
you step through into what appears to be a combination underground swamp and river. You can smell the smells of moving water, hear it.
Which way is the water flowing?
It is flowing the direction you are headed.
Maybe we should be going the opposite direction. Because if we're going to find a waterfall, we need to be going towards where the water is coming from.
I mean, you have a point.
I'd
Waterfall
just say if we go
Where's-
against the flow.
Where, where's this logic coming from? What? How does the... What?
Okay, the water is flowing away from the waterfall, right?
The water could. Okay, so
water
now,
can fall anywhere.
Conversely, imagine you're on top of a waterfall, and what does that look like?
Oh, okay, so we're at the top of a waterfall, not the bottom of it. Okay.
We are next to running water that is going in a direction.
So
At least
can you
Link
hear?
knows how it is to you.
Dude, you realize that there is any point in a river can have a waterfall, right? It is just literally the
I
land
now see
drops
the error
down.
of my ways.
Yes, the land drops down, the water goes down. And it is called
Okay.
a waterfall because the water is falling.
Oh!
Physical science with the Nameless one.
Thank you.
Hey.
Alright. I now understand how water flows. Okay, so
You
let's
can see a lot
follow.
of things about the
Can we,
saw,
can we hear? Can we hear
Can you
anything?
Explain the whole water table and everything.
Can we hear anything in the distance?
You
Water.
do hear the sound of water.
All right. Well, let's follow the river. See where it takes us.
I
So
would play
smart.
the music that I would love to be playing for this right now, but please don't sue me.
Oh, what,
Oh,
what-
yeah. I'm a player for myself. It's just
But feel free.
I'm
See,
curious.
I am going to play something a little more thematic, though.
Definitely not heavy metal.
light metal, like aluminum.
Light metal's just rock.
This is close enough. I know we use it for other things, but it's good enough.
I mean,
Nice and
light metal, that'd be like
more soothing than Besides, this is supposed to be a kind of a corrupted version, not the actual thing, as much as I would be more than happy to use the actual soundtrack. But
Right.
we will continue on from here.
You know, I bet if you distort the original soundtrack enough, it won't be picked up by any copyright bot. This music is nice, though.
So,
I think it fits the aesthetic of Waterfall.
Is the water drinkable? Can I taste it?
you can taste the water. I
Alright.
want to point out, though, that you are immune to most of the things that would make it non-drinkable.
But if it tasted funny, I'd know, right?
Not necessarily.
Ah, true.
He's got COVID, can't taste anything.
At first, at first glance, the running water is usually safe unless there's some sort of chemical in it. Then
Yeah,
you
running
Or-
water is better than stagnant water.
Running
Yeah,
water.
you're talking about Equestria,
just-
though. This place is not. This place is messed up, you know?
But you guys have made it into the area. There's lots of standing water. It looks kind of a swampy area. Is there anything anybody would like to think about or do or discuss?
In this area?
Yes.
Well, in my opinion, I don't think we should stab each other. I mean, it sounds ridiculous to me for some reason. None at all. I don't know. Nothing to say. I mean, like,
I happen to agree with that.
Right,
hot take.
Killing you kept pushing us back by trying to give him the point of the situation.
well, I mean, to be fair, you burnt some books.
I didn't burn any books.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm sorry to the ones who didn't burn books.
To be fair, he did already get his comeuppance with the mailbox. I mean, what?
It was also argued that it was a bare bones Your argument is pretty bare bones.
Oh, right, I forgot I did the mailbox.
To be
Never
fair-
mind, I'm fully sorry then.
To be fair, Quillian, books make really good kindling.
Puns are rapidly going down.
Okay. So,
And yes, those are waterfall puns.
I go back to fanning myself with my book.
Just for fun, to whip out my wind fan and fan myself as well.
Wasn't there something that we heard about a waterfall or
Yeah,
gray door or something like that?
that's why we're following the water, because this might be at the bottom of a waterfall or the top of, depending on which way the water moves. If it's downhill, I don't know.
Yeah, the
Well-
funny skeleton mentioned a gray door somewhere near a waterfall. So,
That's
That-
why we're
that was
following
it.
the river, right?
that was in the book.
Yeah, the book's a clue. Is there anything else in the book? Can I look through it?
Go ahead and roll investigation on the book.
I will be rolling investigation for the area.
Okay.
It looks like Spears also.
This is me investigating the book, not intimidating. I learn from my mistakes.
Okay.
The book.
So, Toot, since you were, everybody else, from what I gleaned from what was written, was looking in the area. Since you were looking in the book, you are the only one that will know this information.
I will probably share it.
So, after several minutes of poring through the book and putting your expertise to work, you are able to glean that waterfall isn't speaking of a particular waterfall. It is an entire area with waterfalls in it.
Oh,
They seem to have been very unimaginative with how
Naming
they...
this location.
Yeah.
maybe the real waterfall were the friends we made along the way.
But
Hey, guys, I'm pretty sure this isn't talking about a waterfall, but this area we're in might be waterfall. They just named it because there's waterfalls or something dumb like that.
I mean, there's a lot of falling water.
Yeah.
Quillian is...
I mean,
see.
What is rushing water but water falling sideways?
So for...
It is falling. That's what's
Fair
moving the water.
And
Sorry.
so for Fair and Link, the area, you do find several waterfalls, both large and small, in the immediate area. However, Spear, as you were searching, you managed to find a area that is partially blocked off by some large stones, but peering into it, you can see there is some sort of passage on the other side. What do?
Are there any flowers nearby?
There are some, but they look like they died a while ago.
That's a shame.
Stop blaming the flower on everything.
The flower did everything.
That was actually a reference he was making.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was
Oh.
a reference.
Sorry.
I was a bit curious myself.
Big sigh. I sort of sit down and just chill out.
Waiting for Spear to say what she does.
Alrighty.
Huh?
Takes
Yo!
lets us know.
Spear says, yo!
What?
Huh?
So
What's up?
The Spear is indicating the partially buried passage.
Well, that's conspicuous.
That's
Huh.
sus. That's a little sussy.
Ooh, I'm coming.
I see
I
something.
want to check it out too.
Same.
Oh, let's check this out.
Go ahead and follow this path.
I go with the others.
So, if you would like, you can roll strength to collectively begin unburying it.
I'm using my telekinesis instead of
Intelligence.
Who needs...
I got a 5. I legit have no strength.
It's
Is
okay.
it a saving throw or just strength?
My
Oh,
brain
totally.
I only got a 4, so
Okay, we're all just. I don't think we're gonna be able to push this rock.
How does
How am I the highest strength? So
Nameless, how does telekinesis work?
What?
use intelligence instead of strength. To
Oh shoot,
to-
okay.
There we go. There we
Let me use intelligence then.
Okay.
Ignore my strength roll. Not that my intelligence is that much better, but
We
Wait,
know,
if you're
Saw.
rolling- If you're rolling strength saves, make sure
No, yeah, that's the right one.
you're rolling strength.
No.
not your strength save.
Yeah.
oh sorry.
Strength or strength save?
It would be
Intelligence,
strength.
my intelligence.
Strength
and not my
save
intelligence.
is if something were, say, trying to step on you.
Yeah,
Oh.
sorry. I got it
22
right.
for me, then.
Okay. Okay, so everybody believes they've contributed, but it was primarily Toot and Ballfire that unburied it. The passage
Yay!
leads into a area that is smaller and appears to be a room of some sort, but it's too dark inside to actually tell all the way inside what is in there.
I used the gem on my sword.
Okay.
Light for up to 120 feet.
Okay.
Oh.
So
I mean,
Curse.
you're the first into the room. At the very
I enter
far
as well.
end of the room, there is a gray door.
Oh,
There's a
door
door.
brightness on, but that's just 30 feet.
this is the
So
one
I
that was
looked
in
at
our
it briefly.
Skeleton Friends book.
So, what
Well.
do?
Investigate the door.
Yeah, I knock on the door.
There is no reply.
Let's kick it down.
If you're going to attempt that, then roll a strength check.
Does anyone have a problem with me kicking it down?
No.
But
What?
I'm not going to stop you.
Oh.
I'm also not going to get out of the way of the door.
14, yeah.
Let's see. Okay. And hey, Quillian,
Yes.
here you go.
Oh.
But,
That's-
All you guys
alright.
see is the equivalent of somebody sticking their finger in a light socket.
The light- No, not the electricity again!
He's getting electrocuted again.
Where
How
the
many
cave for crying out
This
loud?
reminds me of something.
Oh, so by
Stop.
the way, I will mention that the way that Quillian went to knock down the door, he did like the action pose in like those karate movies where they just have the one leg out and it's just.
You know, this kind of reminds me of when our old teammate
Yeah,
Desert
it reminds
Reed
me of
sat on
Desert Reed.
Sol Tenebris' throne and just
Exploded.
burst to a crisp. Yeah, flew across the
Just
room.
literally exploded.
Oh, I'm 6 away from passing out. Spear, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, Quillian, you want a potion? I can pass you.
I have one.
cream.
I have some.
Yeah, that was
Stumbles
pretty
around
good,
with
Here, I mean, I
feathers
found
on them.
4 earlier, so you should take one of mine at least.
Well,
So-
I say that we could at least take a little short rest. We've been, traveling for a really long. We had this whole fight, and we've gone through the town and all that. We could just sit here for a while
Spear.
and come up with ideas.
To roll investigation.
He
Yeah, I don't know.
with rogues, you only take if you have to roll for dexterity or something like that, you take half damage. And technically, he would have rolled for dexterity if it weren't for the fact that he took a flying kick to a trapped door, which your investigation now reveals it is a incredibly heavily trapped door.
What do you mean trapped?
Magic. Much magic.
Oh.
In fact, on closer inspection, Spear is able to discern the dozens and dozens of layers of trap.
And I just decided to kick it.
You just received a supreme healing potion.
Supreme healing potion.
Yeah, so I'm just checking real
That's
quick.
nice.
I'm trying to remember what the adjusted
Roll for that is.
bonus was. I have to open up my original character sheet. Alright, Supreme Healing Potion, 16d4 plus 32.
Oh, 16? Oh. Why did I search up then?
Yeah, adjusted. We adjusted a long time ago the
Oh, really?
effects of healing.
Any
potions.
idea what it is?
It's
Talking to Spear.
So, I think this is a good point to put a pin in it, and we will allow you guys to. This will only be a short rest, but it will give you guys the ability to investigate and work on traps on the door and try and figure out if there's ways to open it. I have some things planned for it, but
If we're going to be doing a short rest, we should probably do things like rolling and such now, so that we don't
Yes.
forget next time.
Yeah. I am going to forego my roles and assist other people using my feature.
I haven't cast any
As needed
spells
or
or lost any health, so I have no reason to roll.
I will use 1 hit dice.
We can do the Dreamwalk stuff in next session.
Okay.
I haven't done spells before for short rests. What exactly happens? I've used 1.
Does your class regain spell slots during rests, short rests?
I don't think so. I'll read through it after, like, while we're doing post-session discussion, and if it does, I'll just change it.
Okay. So, for those of you that may or may not still be watching, if you are enjoying this and would like to see more of it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to stay up to date to all the streams and uploads. We will be continuing this the next weekend. The Lost Memories campaign should be picking up again on Saturday of next weekend, and Friday, I believe it's Thoughts of an Alicorn episode 2 will be coming out, where I will be talking about the
Ooh,
fates of the immortals.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yes, that
Guys,
one's a
ring the
bit,
bell.
yeah, that one's a bit interesting, a bit more rapid fire than the one that I have planned for the week after that. Well, the month after that, I should say. We are changing our upload schedule, though. For those of you that are regulars of the channel, we are going to be doing 2 Fridays out of the month. We will be doing the uploads for DM Notes, the D&D series I am starting. Episode 1 will be at the end of this month, and then the second and final weeks of the month, those Fridays, we will be doing the uploads for DM Notes and for Thoughts of an Alicorn. But stay tuned. We will be doing the uploads for that soon. If you are looking to support the channel further, look no further than the Patreon. There we have a variety of different reward tiers that include being able to talk one-on-one with me at the end of every month, being able to do one-shots, being able to do suggestions for NPCs that might show up in campaigns. I will... rules have not been quite written out for those yet, because nobody has subscribed to them, but if you decide that you would like to, those are things that are available. Other than that, our Discord community is available for those of you that are interested in it, and don't forget to take a look at the voice mod link in the description with the promo code that'll give you 5% off. Other than that, everybody have a great evening and drink water.
Hydrate.
Bye.